So recently, a pilot surfaced for a variety show that bears a striking resemblance to the Cartoon Network's Mad Show. The series remains unnamed but is informally referred to as the Disney Variety Show. According to Disney Television Animation News, the series would follow various Disney characters such as Chip and Dale, Tigger, the Cheshire Cat, and Lilo and Stitch, among many others, in a variety of sketches akin to the Mad animated series. The creator of the show was Audie Harrison, known for his work on projects like Uncle Grandpa and Trick or Treat Scooby-Doo. Fortunately, the full pilot is available on Audie's Dropbox for those who are interested in watching. I will provide the link in the description for those who are curious about the show. Since we have access to the full pilot, I'll provide an overview of each segment discussing what it's about, what I like, and what I didn't like. The first sketch follows Chip and Dale as they attempt to break into Pete's house to steal his food and take it back to their tree, making the plan as convoluted as possible. Chip is the mastermind of the scheme, while Dale just wants to grab some food and go.
You were right. Great spread today. See you back at the tree.
They nearly get caught, but quickly come up with a plan to impersonate what's on Pete's TV. After crashing into it, they take on various roles, including news anchors, sports commentators, and even show hosts. Eventually, Dale grows tired of their charade and takes the food he originally wanted, right in front of Pete, who remains oblivious throughout it, thinking it's just a 3D TV effect.
Huh? 3D TV is awesome!
Overall, as a first sketch, it's not bad. It could have been even better with a fully finished animation. However, I found it amusing that Pete was so determined to prevent Chip and Dale from stealing his food, only to inadvertently allow them to do so while thinking it was a part of the TV show he was watching.
I'm just glad those pesky chipmunks aren't around to ruin this perfect Saturday!
Overall, it was a decent start. The second sketch follows Tigger as he visits a barber shop to get a haircut, and predictably, he turns it into a comically challenged ordeal for the barber. Tigger gets distracted by everything from admiring himself in the mirror, mistaking him for someone else, believing he's lost his body when the barber puts the cape on him, and adjusting his chair to the extreme height, which leads him to getting caught by a plane and sent to Hawaii. He eventually returns, much to the barber's chagrin, who sarcastically advises Tigger to go fly a kite, which he takes literally.
But what about my haircut? What do I care? Go fly a kite!
Tigger does just that and ends up satisfied with his haircut after a gust of wind plucks off a piece of his hair. Now, I found this second sketch to be much better and funnier than the first. It captures Tigger's energetic and easily distracted personality perfectly, resulting in a wacky and humorous segment. I would have loved to see more scenarios like this.
Well, I guess Tiggers are the best at getting haircuts after all.
The next sketch features a young boy who's anxious about breaking a board in his karate class, fearing that everyone will mock him if he fails. To his aid comes the Cheshire Cat, who's true to his nature, brings chaos and absurd solutions to help the boy overcome his fear. This leads to the boy being surrounded by a dragon and ninjas, with the Cheshire Cat arguing that no one will make fun of him now.
No one will laugh at you now, Stanley. Ninjas and dragons don't have a sense of humor.
In the midst of the chaos, the boy realizes that being laughed at maybe isn't so bad after all.
Okay, if you really think so.
And the Cheshire Cat returns everything to normal, boosting the boy's confidence to break the board and earn praise from his class. Honestly, this segment is a whirlwind of Cheshire Cat chaos, providing some unexpected life lessons amidst the humor. It made me chuckle a few times, and it was a good fit for this type of show.
I made it bigger.
The final segment follows Lilo and Stitch as they spend the day at the bowling alley. Lilo teaches Stitch about Hawaiian bowling traditions, including the perfect score wall, the necessary bowling shoes, and the alley of food offerings.
This is the famous Tiki Nacho Tower, a traditional bowling food that we eat in honor of the Tiki gods.
Lilo explains the game to Stitch in her characteristic way, making it feel like a story straight out of the series. As Lilo prepares to bowl, Stitch rushes forward to knock down all the pins in every lane, causing chaos and ultimately breaking the entire bowling alley. Lilo ends up scolding Stitch for crossing the starting line, and that's where the segment ends.
You knocked over all the pins, but you're not supposed to step over this line.
This segment captures the essence of Lilo and Stitch to a T, with the characters acting true to themselves and Stitch bringing up his typical chaos everywhere he goes. While it may not have been the funniest segment, it was certainly entertaining. And that concludes all the sketches from the pilot. Overall, this show turned out to be quite enjoyable. Despite the initial reservations about the art style based on the concept art, the animation in motion was entertaining. The characters felt true to themselves in various scenarios, resulting in a show filled with chaos. Perhaps one day this show could be picked up again and greenlit. It could find a home on Disney+, and there's potential for even more characters and crossovers. For now, it's just wishful thinking. What did you all think of the pilot? Did you enjoy it? Would you like to see more? What was your favorite segment? Feel free to share your thoughts.